What do you do when you buy some items, you know that they are worth a decent amount of money, and then you find out that they smell like grandma's attic? I ended up purchasing a number of items from an estate sale, and they're really great items. I'm going to show them to you, and I made an executive decision, and it's one that I don't think I would have made when I first started reselling because I wouldn't have known if it would have been worth it. But to me, this was definitely worth it. So I'm going to go through all of the things that I ended up getting dry cleaned right here and why I did it, what the decisions that I made, how I ended up justifying my decisions. My name is Anita, and I love reselling. It is my part-time jam, sometimes super part-time, depending on what is going on with my family. And I absolutely adore going to things like estate sales, garage sales, thrift stores, anywhere that I feel like I can source really great things to resell. And one of the things that I went to probably a couple months ago was an estate sale. I ended up finding some really, really great Eileen Fisher stuff. And I typically do steam items, but as I was steaming these items, I started noticing that they had a very strong odor, and I did not pick up on that odor. I'm very sensitive to smell. I tried the fabric refresher spray. Works more than half the time, and this time I had no luck whatsoever. In fact, I think it probably made it worse. So what I decided to do was spend the extra money because each item was only $2 or $3. And I decided to spend the extra money to dry clean them. Eileen Fisher is probably one of my top 5 bread and butter brands. So I ended up spending on all of these items $110. And you're like, why would you spend $110? Well, technically I didn't. And I'll tell you why. Is because I sent a ton of stuff to ThredUp. I had a payout of $114 and change. And so that is what paid for this dry cleaning. And so I am very happy that it just ended up that way. I looked on my account on ThredUp, saw the payout, transferred it to my PayPal, and here you go. This is what paid for this dry cleaning. So it worked out just fine. So this is just a size large t-shirt dress. And what I love about Eileen Fisher things is they have very sustainable fabric. So if you're not familiar, they do things like linen, organic cotton, cashmere blends, wool blends, things like that. Lots of other great fabrics. I think they use lyocell, which is a really nice airy kind of fabric. In any case, this one is organic cotton. It is kind of like an indigo bluish purple color. I think this is going to sell right around the $40 to $50 mark. And so I just sold last week or the week before an Eileen Fisher linen t-shirt dress that was like a mini length, an extra large, and it sold for $60 on eBay. So with this being not linen, with it being cotton, I'm going to start it at $50 and see how it does. Next, this was one of the culprits that smelled like grandma's attic the most. So it just must be the fabric absorbed a certain kind of smell. So this is a size large. I don't know if you can see the tag. It's a size large. This is 100% silk, and it is a tank very clearly, or cami, however you want to say. But in any case, this has over 100% sell-through rate on eBay, and so I was very happy about this find, and I think I should be able to get somewhere between $50 and $60 for this. I don't know exactly where I'm going to start it, but that is the hope, to get about that much. Eileen Fisher again, and it's a size large. And this one is, I think, cotton and lyocell. It's a nice cream. This is like a classic, in my opinion, login look style. Anyways, so this is a nice classic look. I'm guessing it'll sell between 30 and 40. This is another size large. This is a silk and cotton blend. I know life is rough, right? This is such a beautiful, like, amber burnt orange kind of 3/4 sleeve scoop neck. And so somewhere between 30 and 40, I'm guessing. This is the end of the first bag. This is a size large again. This is a white organic cotton button down, and again, I think this is a great classic look. The great thing about Eileen Fisher is that I can sell basic colors for really great prices. So this is kind of one of those brands where if you know, this is a great minimalist login look, old money, coastal. Like, there's so many categories that Eileen Fisher can fit into. So this is a large, and it is a sweater dress, and I think this is either 100% wool or close to it. In fact, no, I do remember looking at the tag now. It is 100% wool, and I do not discriminate with time of year, particularly with this brand, because there are people who are very specifically, in my opinion, looking for brands like this because they know they can't spend $200 to $400 on one singular item. This is a pricey brand name, brand new, and so they may be looking for certain pieces. This could very literally be used for so many things, including a career piece. So I will use words like corp, core, career, office, things like that. I will also use like holiday party or church or things like that for this. This one was one of the biggest culprits with the grandma's attic smell, but I love this kind of marled kind of look, and it's such a great quality cardigan, and 100% linen, so that's great. This is a spring, fall, this is an all year round one, in my opinion, even though it's linen. This one I think I could price between 50 and 60. This one is also linen. I do remember that. This one is so beautiful. And the reason I love this one is because I feel like this is such a classic piece. I could picture my mom wearing this with a pair of black pants and it looking very classy on her. And so this has snap buttons and they're covered in fabric. So this is, like, in my opinion, this is ribbon. This is a key indicator of like a higher quality item when they take the time to cover something in ribbon or fabric so you don't see it, or so that it's just looks nicer. In any case, this cardigan, I might try it starting at the $70 mark. I really don't remember what comps are for this. And this particular one is also a large. This one's medium. This is 100% linen as well, and it is a classic piece. I can put, I think I could even put like coastal, nautical, coastal grandma, preppy. I absolutely love this one. It's a sweater. It is a linen or linen blend. It's a size small. Probably will use oversized in the listing because it kind of is, but look at, it's like kind of an open knit, and it's kind of like a beige with white knit. So cute. And then it's got the, I think it's, does it have slits? Yes, it has slits in the side. I think that's always nice if you want to layer. I'm very happy with having to handle things this way. And this is just one example of many of kind of problem solving of what to do when you have a situation where things smell like grandma's attic. So I hope this was helpful to you. I enjoyed making this video. Thank you for taking the time out of your day for this video, and I hope to see you next time. Bye.